Hey, I'm Dan Conley, the CG, MCI-West and Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton. I'm here with Sergeant Major Matt Hackett, the Sergeant Major of MCI-West and Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, to talk to you today. It's 20th of March, Friday afternoon, to get out some information real quick on the changes that we've got in response to the COVID outbreak. First and foremost, I know a lot of folks have already talked about what we're doing in relation to the state and the county. They're asking a whole bunch of questions, and that's all good stuff. What I would ask you is to tune in tonight. We're going to do an 1800 live virtual town hall on Facebook. Feel free to send those questions in now or come on board at 1800. We'll answer as many as we can during the time that we have. One of the first questions we get is how we are working with or why we're doing things different than the state of California, a local county, or one of the cities one of us might live in. Bottom line is we're Marines, sailors, and we still have a national security mission to execute. We will try and sync up as much as we can with California, but when they say shelter in place, stay at home for non-essential personnel, the mission that the Marines, the sailors, and the civilians that work here aboard Camp Pendleton and at our installations are mission essential tasks that we have to complete. So that's why we're not completely following along. We don't disregard it, but we have a mission to accomplish.
I'd like to dispel some of the rumors that are floating around social media right now about how many cases we currently have across Marine Corps Installations West. So we currently have 8 total cases of confirmed coronavirus. 4 at Miramar. We have 2 at Camp Pendleton, one of which was a retiree. The second one was actually a Marine from Miramar that was up here training that was tested on base. And then we have 1 at MCRD, and we have 1 at Yuma for a total of 8. Many of you have also been asking about the facilities that we're going to keep open or close. The gyms are all currently closed, but what is open? We currently have the Marine Marts open, the commissary is open, CDC is open, as well as the lodging is open. For a complete list of all MCCS closures, please go to their website.
And I ask you to maintain patience with that. Everybody's been great so far at places like the commissary. You're not getting the normal quantity of things. It's because there's a slowdown in the supply chain, and a lot of folks are buying a lot of stuff. We are restricting the number of folks that go into facilities at a time. We're restricting what you can buy so that there's enough to spread around to the folks that come in. I'd ask for your patience in that because there's some folks at DECA and MCCS that are working hard to make sure that we do maintain some level of supply. I think it's important right now to know what you can and can't do. On the personal level, by individual, I would ask you to follow the CDC guidelines. Guidelines for things like washing your hands for 20 seconds at a time. Guidelines for trying to maintain social distance. I know I'm not 6 feet from Sergeant Major. For those folks who are going to make that comment, I know that, but that's just so we can stay within the frame. I would just ask you as you go about your day and you're in your workspaces doing your work, maintain that 6-foot distance where you can. I'd also like to take a minute to talk about guidance. CG of 1MEF had put out some guidance, and we're going to adopt it at MCI-West and Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, and I think it's a good guideline. I apologize, but I'm going to read it to you. The difference between now and our normal routine is during leave and liberty. All the businesses out in town are closed except for essential services, and the same here on base. Some restaurants stay open. They're on a takeout basis only. Those Marines and sailors who are drawing BAH and live off base can travel to and from work and their residence. Marines and sailors who live on base, either in the barracks or in PPV housing, should restrict their movement to and from their residence also. The only reason for leaving your residence should be for food, medical attention or medicine, gas, or other essential needs. Marines and sailors are not authorized to depart the base to just go out in town recreationally. If you're not aware, San Diego County has limited gatherings to less than 10, and that is enforced with the rule of law. Theaters, bars, gyms, and entertainment venues are all closed now. Gas stations, pharmacies, food stores, takeout and delivery food services, banks, and laundry services are open. Expect local law enforcement will be active in ensuring compliance with these directives.
So many of you have EFMP family members, or you have family members that are higher at risk of catching this virus. We realize that is a large concern for you and your family. We encourage you as a Marine to reach out to your chain of command and notify them and sit down and talk with them about the best options that's right for you and your family. If your family does come sick, then give them a call. Don't try to text them or do anything like that. Personally give them a call and talk to them and explain your situation, and they'll work with you for the best option.
The chain of command is still your best asset during this time. If you are unsure, pick up the phone and call so that you have a coordinated response with your leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate the comments we're going to get on the production value of this note, but we thought it was important enough to get you out something quick rather than trying to get you out a final, finished, polished product. I would ask you to tune in again tonight at 1800 when we do the live virtual town hall. Send your questions in now. We'll answer those questions as we can get through it and hopefully put out as much good information. I'd ask you to share that information so that we can cut down on the anxiety that is out there.
The General and I are both married with kids. We share sharing your concern, so we're in this together. Look forward to seeing you tonight.
Thank you very much.